Hi guys, welcome to Being the Boss Tarot. First and foremost, let me just say thank you for always supporting and watching me. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it, okay? So we have a choice, okay? It says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. So you're going to be met with something that you're going to need to make a choice on. And so what it sounds like is that you're going to get input from other people that may kind of sway you either into a choice or out of a choice, or they're giving their opinions about how they feel in regards to something that you're going to have to make. Now let me give you my 2 cents on this. It's your life. You're going to be the one that has to be able to be responsible and have to be able to show up for whatever it is you're doing. So, in my opinion, I think it's wise to listen and just hear people out, but to also be able to be discerning enough to know that, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to move forward on it, or I'm not going to move forward on it. So you are going to have to take a path where you're going to need to make a choice, and you might need to go against people that you feel near and dear to, in terms of like your family or your friends or just colleagues that maybe have input on whatever it is, or whichever path you're going. Now, this is the thing about life. Everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's perspective is going to be different. Everybody's path is going to be different. You could be going in the same way at the same time, and still yet your path may be different from someone else. Okay? So yes, it is good to take advice. Yes, it is good to get the experience or get the knowledge for someone else, but it is also just as important for you to make your own decisions in life as well, okay? Especially when it comes down to major choices, because I don't want you to feel like you made the choice based on somebody else's feelings or actions or what have you, okay? We also have, it says, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And so because maybe you have, maybe in the past have needed this person's help or their assistance or guidance, they feel like they're privy to, just tell you, what to do, okay? So you may even need someone's assistance or advice or guidance in this time frame, and that's okay too. I'm okay with getting all the information. It's about how you feel innately about the decision, because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that's going to have to show up for this situation. You're going to be the one that's going to be accountable. So you need to be the one that is going to make that choice, okay? We also have take charge. You're taking back a back seat in a relationship or situation. And it may end up costing you time, money, or an opportunity. Now, I spoke about this not too long ago about shrinking yourselves, about doing things and not really living to your fullest potential. Anytime you step out of the house or anytime you do anything, you need to put your best foot forward. And that means in whatever shape or fashion. I don't care what kind of job you do. I don't care what your what you are supposed to do. Your intention should be 100%, okay? Now, there are certain situations that may make you feel intimidated or make you feel less confident. You need to find out why you feel that way and then move past that feeling, okay? Because it's time for you to take charge in a situation or a matter. And you're taking a back seat, which is only going to hurt your opportunities. It's only going to hurt you at the end of the day. Yes, it's cool sometimes to, be able to allow people to have their time to shine, but you also have to be able to shine with that person too. You know what I'm saying? It's enough room for everybody to shine. You don't ever have to dim your light to make somebody else's light brighter. That's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you are not, shrinking yourself. Make sure you are putting your best efforts forward and just being you, okay? So we also have successfully overcoming a problem. And so that's how you're going to do that. You might definitely say you're going to need some assistance, and you might need assistance in getting through this situation. But that doesn't mean that you're less of a person because you don't know the process or you don't know the next step. that just means that you're growing and learning and evolving as a person, okay? So don't let people take that away from you too, okay? Your knowledge is key here in this life. And so people will try to downplay that at any back and call that they can to make themselves feel good, okay? That's just how some people work. And you don't have to work like that though. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you are taking care of what you need to take care of and being discerning all at the same time. But you do have acceptance too, and that comes out. It says you may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you are being redirected to one that will soon open your true soul path. Now, there's some people who try to hold two doors open at one time. I don't know. That's going to be hard because the whole point of the door closing is so you can focus on this new door and be able to move forward with that. If you toggling back and forth, that means you allocating your time and you splitting your time back and forth. So you just got to be discerning of that too. You are going to have to accept whatever this disappointing thing is, but remember that God's rejection is God's protection. So that's the message for today. Don't dim your light. You have to make a choice, but make sure you're making the choice. Get all the information, but make sure you're making the choice. And be accepting of whatever it is that is happening, because when things fall away or things go away, that's the natural way of how things are flowing. And you don't want to keep getting caught up into a loop or a cycle trying to keep things that don't need to be kept. Okay? I love you guys, and I'm going to check in with y'all later.